Makes minds work. So this is fun to talk about. I want you to realize, who's stressed? It's awesome. Nobody's stressed. No one brings it. No, you are stressed. Okay, stressed.
Not right now.
Okay. You feel good right now, right? This is good.
So you start talking about Mercury.
This is your home right here. Isn't that Mercury discussion just rough? Isn't that awful to see those videos? Like, I've seen them so many times. Like, oh, it's just awful. So you got to get this. The first place where you destroy your nervous system is stress. I'm a biblical guy. You've heard me say it before. You should have no stress in your body, in your life. You do not have any reason to have any. There's nothing in you, in your life, that you should be stressed over. You should just hand it all over and be done with it. You had a question?
Yeah, Atlanta traffic.
Atlanta traffic. Hand it over, baby. Hand it over. You should have no stress.
I'll give it to you.
All right.
Sweet, taxi me.
You can go a month without food. You can, seriously. I mean, I haven't done that, but I've gone 7 days without eating food. You can go a month without food. You'll survive. You might not feel good.
What's the longest you can go on a water plunge or on a water fast?
I'd say the longest that, I mean, I know people have done a month of straight water. The longest that I would advise someone to go is 14 days. And that would be someone who is, by day 4, doing a daily ketone body test strip too.
Because I've done 3, and on the 3rd day, I started having spasms.
Yep.
But I wasn't taking any supplement.
And that's where it makes sense that you'd supplement some mineral for sure, some electrolyte, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Because the goal of it isn't to see how tough you are, right? I mean, that's going to remember that. Well, wait, hold on. Can I still get all the value of my water fast if I'm taking some supplementation to help me get through it? Absolutely. So you know, it's not like you know what? I don't need anything. And you're like, I can't move. It's just a mess. You can go days without water. I don't recommend it ever. Don't try that. You don't need to. But you can. You can go minutes without air. How many minutes before your brain starts to die? Anyone have any ideas?
Yeah, with 4 pounds of pressure, you can be dead within 4 minutes. It takes about 10 seconds
Pressure or
to...
something there, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so you can, 6 minutes roughly is where before typical death happens to brain tissue. So if someone's underwater 6 minutes, at that point it's time to get them up and get some oxygen in them for sure, right? How long can you go without nerve function, nerve supply? Not 1 second. See, the whole point of me just going through that is to help you guys understand how important this thing is. So my heart stops right now. With all of you here, I have no concern that I'll be fine. You're going to save me. I know you are. I'm going to be good. I know that. I have that confidence. If I stop drinking water right now, well, okay, don't worry, I'll be fine. Right? I can go for a while. But the moment nerve supply stops is the moment you're dead. Just like that. It's that valuable. So when I talk about nerve supply, I'm talking about the quality of function from your brain, meaning the stress thing, and I'm talking about the quality of function from your spinal cord. All of that is so crucial. You have no opportunity for health if you have one single nerve here that's compressed, shutting off the function to your stomach. There's no chance of it. There's no chance. And how do you know if you have that or not? You don't. I feel fine. Oh, okay. Like a cancer patient. I understand. I feel fine. Oh, like a heart disease patient. You got to get this. Judging your health by how you feel is ridiculous. It is. It's everything that we've learned in the last 30 years has said, that's ridiculous. You don't judge by how you feel. It doesn't make any sense at all. You judge by your function. How do you know? You test it. You test it. When I say test it, we can test it. But you test it also in life. You test it. You see how your function is. You figure out what your body's capable of. That's one way too. And in the end, you never truly know. All it is if you have the pursuit of health. No one can ever tell you you're perfectly healthy and be right. I mean that. I know of 2 people firsthand who died in the doctor's office when they were told, totally clear, everything's great, and died in that appointment, in that office. You can't scan every vessel for clots. It's impossible. You can't scan the whole body to figure out if you have cancer. I have patients who've had nuclear scans 4 times, and they still can't find the cancer that they know is happening because they see it in the blood. They have no idea where it's coming from. There's no way. We just don't have that ability yet. So what it comes down to is the pursuit of health, and hopefully way before that ever becomes your nightmare. It is so much easier to prevent than it is to cure anything. It is so hard. You know, I've told people, you know, about some of the cancer patients I've seen. I mean, we've seen hundreds of cancer patients over the years. And nothing will tell you so quickly how important the pursuit of health is than when a young person dies with kids that are young. And it might not, you might say, well, I mean, who knows? Maybe they couldn't prevent it. And then a piece of research comes out and says, oh, well, hey, it looks like colon cancer is 100% based upon environmental factors. You know, that's been out there now. Colon cancer, more than anything, that everyone has a genetic makeup for colon cancer. Everyone. But it all comes down to the irritation to the colon that makes it come or not come. Like, that's really bad news when you start thinking about how much you might like cultural food, isn't it? It's bad news. But it's good news if you're on this path. It's a big deal. And every person you care about who hasn't heard this right now should hear about it, which is why Dr. Mark's going to keep this recording going. Because you need something to inspire those people to some other place. It's a big deal. Now, I personally, I care a lot about, is this part working? I mean, that's why I decided to become a chiropractor. I did not become a chiropractor because I love the idea of back pain. You know, that's not it. The first person where chiropractic was discovered, a deaf man, he heard. He got his hearing back. That's why chiropractic started in 1895. Harvey Lillard couldn't hear, he got adjusted, and he heard. And chiropractic began. And that was it. I like it when it's utilized for that purpose. The purpose of restoring function. Not like, let's just crack backs and see if you feel better. That's not cool. That's just, to me, that's just dumb. So I'm going to just point something out to you. Scoliosis, straight spine. And we straightened that scoliosis in our practice. So you think scoliosis can't be corrected. Yeah, I should introduce to you Jean Prince's mom. I can't think of her name right now. 73 years old when, I don't know how old she is now, it's probably 78 now. 73 years old when her 37-degree scoliosis went down to 17 degrees. Went 20 degrees less. So yeah, it can be changed. Even in a 73-year-old, it can be changed. If it's corrected focus. Took a lot of effort. Now that's not her. I'm just giving you an example of what we've seen happen. This is someone else. This is a younger person here in their 20s. Or a straight neck, go to a curve. You're supposed to have a curve from the side, just have a curving neck. The straight neck here is a loss of spinal cord function. Actually implicated in a great study by a bunch of doctors from the University of Tokyo saying that straight necks lead to degeneration of the spinal cord, meaning Lou Gehrig's disease and MS. 2007 that research was done. Saying, yeah, Lou Gehrig's, we as this group of 5 neurologists believe that it comes from that, damaging the spinal cord, not from anything else. That. That's what these neurologists have been on this path now for years, just doing more and more research, saying, hey, it comes from putting tension on the spinal cord. Just, you know, a curve, if you have a curve, look at my palm and see the flesh of my palm, see how relaxed it is? What does it look like now? Stretched out, doesn't it? Relaxed, stretched. It's so chronic in our culture because people take this normal position of posture and we do this. Or we do this. And we stretch that spinal cord. It's epidemic. It's a big deal. It's a problem. So that's looking from the front. It's supposed to be straight. You're looking from the side, you have all these curves that are designed to keep your spinal cord free of tension.